Let's heed the words of one of the greatest world soccer minds ever, Sir Alex Ferguson. In response to the thought that perhaps England would end its system of promotion relegation, close Division One, the Premier League, off to the rest of the English soccer ecosystem, Sir Alex Ferguson said it would be practically suicide for English football clubs, Division One clubs in the Premier League, and especially for clubs who would be locked outside of the closed English Division One. It would be a death sentence for them. At that point, you might as well close up shop, lock your doors, because there is no more incentive, a return on investment. Why invest your time, your passion, your efforts, your money into something that has 0% chance of ROI, or very, very tiny, minimal chance of return on investment? Why are open systems like England and other countries around the world thriving so much? It's because not only do the 20 clubs in Division One have a chance, but also tens, hundreds of clubs below them have a shot to make it to the pinnacle of their national ecosystem. And you may say, oh, well, a Division 10 club never has a chance of making it to Division 1. But on the other side of things, what's better? 1% of hope or 0% chance of hope? Well, I'll take that 1% every day. That's a million miles better than no chance at all. So the reason why open systems have such wild success is precisely because everyone is included in the competition. Everyone has a fair chance. Now, it doesn't guarantee any outcomes. Of course, there are other factors that come into play. Of course, how well you run your club, how well your club is supported, what type of city you're in, what type of following you have. Those are all factors in the outcome. But at the root of things, it stays true to the essence of global soccer, which is, of course, about full equality and opportunity. Now, on the other side of things here in America, what do we have? Well, we actually are playing out this hypothetical scenario that Sir Alex Ferguson was referring to in England. We have the real thing here, where we have a closed Division One. MLS is the single club allowed in our Division One, and it has a number of franchise outlets that are a part of itself, Club MLS. And then the rest of the USA soccer ecosystem has no chance at reaching the pinnacle of the market. The only sliver of hope that these clubs have is to pander to MLS, to be accepted or bought in, absorbed by MLS. And of course, you have to pay the $200 million plus expansion fee, and then you have to be accepted and included into MLS culture on MLS timelines. So it's a long shot at the very least, and you're basically surrendering your club, and you are being essentially taken over by MLS. You cease to exist as an independent club. So what's the plus side there for USA soccer clubs that are left out of Division One? So here in American soccer, what's our club collapse rate? It's 10 clubs per year. We say this closed system model is so stable, and yet we have this sky-high instability rate. And the club collapses here in America don't make as big of waves as they would in open systems around the world, because our lower divisions are basically strangled. There is little pursuit of excellence in our lower divisions. Clubs are maybe borderline professional, where their players are barely making a full-time wage, or they're semi-professional, or they're amateur clubs. So it doesn't shock us as much when we have an average of 10 clubs dying per year. But that's exactly what would play out if England did close the Premier League and did close its first division to all English clubs. There would be one club collapse after another in English football. Even notorious clubs with a lot of history that were maybe part of the basis of the old English First Division, they would collapse too if they were left out of this exclusive closed shop English football club. And I'm hearing some U.S. soccer presidential candidates saying that, we have to figure out a way to somehow artificially stimulate or generate this lower division growth that will put it on a level playing field with MLS, when you can't do that artificially. There is, there may be a chance to stimulate some growth in the lower divisions, but there is no way we are going to be able to prepare the lower divisions to compete with MLS. The playing field is just not level. A saying I like is that open systems with promotion relegation aren't a response to closed ecosystem success. So let's not put the cart before the horse here. Don't put the onus on lower division clubs to somehow pull themselves up by their bootstraps and get to a point where they are equals to the privileged class in Division 1, which is MLS. So we can either double down on what we've always been doing, and we'll continue to have our sky-high club collapse rate, and we'll continue to see lower divisions struggle as a whole, league struggle in the lower divisions, players not being paid well in the lower divisions, lack of opportunity in the lower divisions, lack of return on investment in the lower divisions. Or we can listen to great soccer minds like Sir Alex Ferguson and align ourselves up with the plainly visible, wild success of open access soccer around the world. Let's align with the essence of global soccer. This is the one factor we are missing in American soccer. We aren't staying true to what soccer is really all about, which is equality for all and opportunity for all. And this isn't guaranteeing any outcomes for everybody. There are, of course, different factors that can play into your success and failure as an independent club in the competition. But what we are guaranteeing, what we are fighting for, is that every person in America and every club in America has or would have a fair shot to compete and ultimately build up to the top of the USA Soccer ecosystem. What's more American than that? We say we're about the American dream, but our sports reflect just the opposite of that. So call on the U.S. Soccer Federation to do the right thing and to open the USA Soccer ecosystem to all, open Division I to all people and clubs. And of course, if this current USSF Federation won't align with FIFA's mandated promotion relegation and the global essence of soccer, we'll replace this current federation with a new one, an alternate federation under FIFA sanctioning. So if you like this video, make sure to share it out on social media and also subscribe right here to my channel. And I'll talk to you soon.